Okay, everybody, you guys know who this is. Tonight, oh good lord, we're going to open 3 of these 6 hobby boxes. These are the Home Team Advantage. Okay, so these are the jumbo boxes for the new 2015 tops. Okay, I was hoping it would have filled and we could have broke this the other day, but it didn't fill as quickly as possible. And by the time the payments rolled in, I was already running south. So if you guys weren't tracking, just got back from South Carolina. My son graduated basic training, so depending on which side of the family you're looking at, you're talking about 3rd or 4th generation as far as Army is concerned. So, of course, I'm proud of him. Any typical parent, I'm always concerned he might turn out like me. And right now he's following my path, so that scares the hell out of me. So he's got a bright head on his shoulders. So I took my 5-second family pause, and now I'm back at it with the breaks with you guys. So must love you guys. Okay, I'm scrolling over now just to make sure that I didn't miss any last minute trades. Once I do that, we'll go ahead and get started. And if you're watching this and you did not pay, I'll be honest with you. With me being down there, I did not have a laptop with me, so I have not scrubbed the remainder of the payments. So if you know for a fact you have not paid, do me a favor, push that my way. If you're unsure, double check, and if not, send me one of those transaction numbers through PayPal. So, okay. Okay, so I'm not seeing any more trades. I just got done scrolling the messages. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read off the teams. Okay, I should have put these in alphabetical order like I did the other day. I'll be honest with you, I got lazy. So, John K, Seahawks. Chris B traded his Chargers for the Giants. Steve's got the Cowboys. Jeff's got the Jags. Sean's got the Cards. iGolf. Yeah, I saw you peeking in the room. You got the Redskins tonight, bub. Mark M's got the Browns. Clayton picked up the Broncos. That was a nice little flip right there. Steve M's got the Colts. Mark J's got the Pats. Mark J's also got the Bills. Steve's got the Texans. Okay, let me scroll up a little bit. Sean's got the Chargers. Kerry's got the Saints. Clayton with the Packers. T with the Bengals. Mark M again with the Vikings. Clayton with the Raiders. Jeff with the Bears. iGolf with the Titans. Good pickup right there. T's got the Jets. Geach, also known as Chuck's, got the Dolphins tonight. Chris L picked up the Rams. That should be a pretty good one too. Carrie with the Bucks. I know she's going to lock onto that one, especially since she couldn't muster the Colts from that guy. Okay, T's got the Falcons. Mark N with the 49ers. T with the Eagles. Chris L again with the Lions. Steve N with the Chiefs. And he was trying all the way down the wire to get rid of those Chiefs. Sean picked up the Pats, and he was able to get rid of them for the Ravens. So I didn't get the Pats this time, but I didn't jump in on this one. Okay, and finally the last 2 slots goes to Chris B with the Panthers and Chris L with the Steelers. So you guys let me know if I missed any trades. Okay, so while you guys are letting the crickets chirp, let me go ahead and hold that up again. Okay, so the product number is FGC001613. This is a 6-count box or case. Okay, and again, this is a half case break. Top 3 boxes, fresh case, guys. And they are heavy. Okay. Grab a trash box. Okay. Do we got enough view? Should have. Okay. Okay. Okay, as with Topps and Prism, they're going to have a lot of these oddball subsets. Okay, I'm only going to sleeve the autos and relics. Everything will get sleeved insert-wise before it goes out, but as far as the break's concerned, that's the only thing I'm going to pause for. These are like bricks. Okay. And again, I'll lean forward. I'm going to do one stack of 5 at a time. Well, I'm hoping everybody gets a hit, guy. I mean, a big hit. Everybody should get a hit the way this stuff's broke down, but I'm hoping everybody gets one that they can sit there and say, hey, this was a good break for them. We got some thickness on that one. So, looks like we already got one of the relics. Okay. Put that right there so you guys can keep an eye on that so there's no hocus pocus. You guys know me better anyway. So, let me get up here where the hand can be seen. Actually, let me shift a little bit. Yeah, per box, and I think I'm already seeing the relic. That's why I was pointing it out. And that's part of the reason I went with the jumbo, because of the 2 autos versus the regular boxes only have 1 auto. Okay. And remember, the autographs and stuff is a mixture of rookies and veterans. Okay, we got some flip side. So if I get dizzy, don't blame me. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to be a lot of various subsets. This first one was Peyton Manning, the Fantasy Focus. Then we got all-time fantasy legends. Anybody remember this guy? That guy was a beast. It took some flailing health to take him down, because it sure as heck wasn't the other players. Okay, present performers. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, and these are flipped. Brett Favre on the backside. Okay, 4,000 yard. Tom Brady. And then we got 1,000 yard. LaShawn McCoy for the Eagles. Okay, we got our first auto. And he went old school. Stefan Diggs for the Vikings. And his card number 211 out of 250. Look right there. Trying to tilt. There you go. Right there above his helmet. Okay, so we got our first hit. It looks like the Steelers got quite a few with the Bumblebee uniform. Okay. And just like with Bowman, they got the white parallels and such. Actually, it's kind of like a bluish. There's one of the rookie cards, Marcus Mariota. Okay, so the Titans in there. Oops, wrong stack. Okay. Okay, we got our another retro card. Eli Manning, New York Giants. Okay. This is one of the 60th anniversary. Just making sure it doesn't have any serial number on it. Okay. Next one is Matt Forte for the Bears. Okay, coming back down to these little subsets. Okay, this time the fantasy focus is Tom Brady for the Patriots. Then for the Rams, we got Marshall Faulk flashback. Or not flashback, but all-time fantasy legends. Okay, present performers. That's Ben Roethlisberger. And of course, they'd have Mr. Bradshaw on the backside. The 4,000-yard club for this one's Eli Manning for the Giants. And then we got the 1,000-yard Alfred Morris for the Redskins. Okay, here's our relic. Okay, not serial numbered on the back or front. Leonard Williams for the New York Jets. Okay, going back to the retro, the Topps 60, Le'Veon Bell for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then for the Buccaneers, Mike Evans. There's some dark looking cards. It's just an awful lot of dark colors on it. Black bordered, black uniforms, black background. Okay. Is it serial number? Oh, that's pretty high. Okay, these are serial numbered. It's gold parallel. This one is 675 out of 2015. Okay. And I know some of you have already seen the product, but it's if you have it, that's how they did it on this one. Serial numbered on the bottom corner. And that one is that's the team leaders for the Miami Dolphins. Okay. Fantasy Focus, DeMarco Murray, Eagles uniform. For the Rams, Kurt Warner, all-time fantasy legend. Present performer, and that's Jeremy Hill. And then on the back for that one, Ickey Woods for the Bengals. Ryan Tannehill for the Dolphins, 4,000 yards. And then the 1,000-yard club for the Packers, Jordy Nelson. Okay. Carl Davis, Baltimore Ravens. Okay, and that one is 126 out of 499. I don't know whether to call that purple or pink or what. Okay, so the retros. For the 60th Topps anniversary for the Chiefs, Jeremy Maclin. And then rookie Amari Cooper for the Raiders. I've always loved the vintage cards from that series. Okay. C.J. Anderson for the Broncos, Fantasy Focus. Seahawks, Marshawn Lynch. Okay. Present performers, Tony Romo for the Cowboys. Who do you think would be on the back? If anybody was thinking, Troy Aikman, you're wrong. Roger Staubach. Matt Ryan, 4,000 yard, Atlanta Falcons. And then DeMarco Murray for the Cowboys, 1,000-yard club. Okay. Vinny Testaverde, super rookie. It's not glossy like the others that I pulled up, so that might be a slight bit of difference. Okay. See, like these got that gloss on it. This one here is just kind of like in the middle of a pack. It's got the 60th anniversary stamp, but there's no serial number on it. So I don't know why that was in the middle, unless those are just harder to get. But the first one, RG3 for the Redskins. Second one, Kurt Warner for the Rams. Ooh. Just land it flat. Okay, set you there. These don't glide in your hands like the other cards do. Yay. Fantasy Focus, Phillip Rivers for the Chargers. Okay. Arian Foster for the Texans, all-time fantasy legends. Present performers, Colin Kaepernick, 49ers. And Steve Young. Okay, Drew Brees for the 4,000-yard club for the Saints. And then for the 1,000-yard club for the Dolphins, Lamar Miller. Okay, our next auto, Tyler Lockett, Seattle Seahawks. And it's not numbered on the back and not numbered on the front. Oh, it's a buyback? Okay. Yeah, it is a smaller stamp. So it's an original then, okay. Okay. Going back to the 60th anniversary, Steve Young, 49ers. And then Max Williams, rookie for the Ravens. Get these bad boys sleeved real quick. I'm hoping that's a good sign because it says 2 autos and 1 rookie patch in every box. We've already pulled 2 autos and I haven't even hit the other half of the box yet. So jumbo sleeves, where are you? There we go. Let's see if it'll fit my 130s. Yep, nice and snug. Okay. Yeah, 2 autos. I'll show you in just a minute. Let me finish opening these packs. We got an auto in the first pack, Jeff, and then partway down we pulled the other one. Actually, about a pack ago we pulled the other one. Just give me a moment, Jeff. I'll show them to you. Okay, so for Jeff's sake, real quick. Okay, the first auto that we pulled, Stefan Diggs for the Vikings. That was still numbered out of 250. Second one, and they put the sticker up at an angle. You probably won't be able to see with that glare. Anyways, Tyler Lockett for the Seattle Seahawks. And we got 1 relic so far. And that was Leonard Williams for the New York Jets. Okay. So, kicking it back off. Okay. It's a common card, but I don't know if you can see it or not. See how it's bent down? Okay, so some of these cards might have some minor damage from the pack. This one in particular is Giovanni Bernard for the Bengals. But it's a base card. I'm not going to scrutinize the entire box, but if I see it, I'll point it out. Tops have always been like that with the with a lot of the base cards. That's why I like the chrome stuff a little bit better, because they don't seem to bend as easy. The regular tops and the regular cardboard Bowman, paper Bowman, just seems like it's just more sensitive. Okay, so going back to our small little sets, Fantasy Focus, Randall Cobb for the Green Bay Packers. And then for the Jets, we got Curtis Martin, all-time fantasy legend. Present Performers. Okay, it's C.J. Anderson for the Broncos. And then Terrell Davis. Okay, 4,000 yard. Drew Brees, I believe that's their second one. 1,000 yard. Golden Tate for the Lions. Yeah, Diggs is sharp. I kind of like how, other than the fact he's got that small, teeny tiny signature. Okay. So our 260th anniversary. Aguilar for the Eagles. And Steve Largent for the Seattle Seahawks. Pardon me. Looks like we got another one of those gold parallels coming back up. And that we do. Okay, this one for the Browns. Dwayne Bowe. And the serial number on this one is 731. Again, out of 2015. Okay, Fantasy Focus. Peyton Manning for the Broncos. For the Raiders, Marcus Allen. That was one of my favorite players when I was growing up. Okay, Fantasy Legends. Present Performers. Okay, that's Alfred Morris. And again, the backside, John Riggins. Matthew Stafford for the 4,000 yard. And then Arian Foster for the 1,000 yard for the Texans. Okay, we got a camouflage parallel. Colin Kaepernick, 49ers. 387 out of 399. Yeah, I've been able. So far, I've been able to tell, but that's because the borders are different. They've had the gold borders, the camouflage and whatnot. So I've been trying to keep an eye on it. You know how they do. They got to have 15,000 versions of the same card. Okay. Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys. 60th anniversary, followed by Julian Edelman for the Patriots. Did you miss anything breathtaking? Yeah, it was me, but I went ahead and turned the screen down. I didn't want to distract from the card breaking. Okay, our next gold, Carson Palmer. Okay, 595 out of 2015. That was for the Cardinals. AJ Green, Fantasy Focus for the Bengals. For the Lions, Calvin Johnson, Fantasy Legends. Okay, Present Performers, Troy Polamalu, Pittsburgh Steelers. And then Rod Woodson, flip side. Peyton Manning for the Broncos, 4,000 yard. And then the 1,000 yard, Greg Olsen for the Panthers. Okay, so some of these buybacks are in rough condition. Okay, that's John Hill. You see the 60th anniversary. But you can see that it's kind of dog-eared on the corners. That Vinny Testaverde was pretty sharp. But this one, on the other hand, is a little bit rougher. But it is a buyback. Yeah, so far, Kerry, Tyler Lockett, auto. Stephen Diggs for the Vikings, auto. And then a Leonard Williams rookie relic. But we're still in box one, so we still got 2 more boxes. Got a few parallels, and just about every single one of them's got those series of subsets that they've got. Okay, Mr. Duke Johnson, Cleveland Browns, along with Tom Brady for the Patriots. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, last portion. We're starting off with gold. Malcolm Butler for the Patriots. And again, out of 2015, 429. Okay, Mike Evans of the Buccaneers, Fantasy Focus. LaDainian Tomlinson, Chargers, Fantasy Legends. Okay, Mr. Aaron Rodgers, Present Performers. And this time on the back, Paul Hornig. Andrew Luck, 4,000 yard for the Colts. And then A.J. Green, 1,000 yarder, Bengals. So it looks like all the all the autos and relics was on the one side of this box. Okay, going back to the 60th. This time it is Antonio Brown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then Matt Ryan for the Atlanta Falcons. Well, I hear that rain outside. I'm glad I'm inside. Okay, going back down to the usual Fantasy Focus, Deshaun Jackson for the Redskins. For the Broncos, Peyton Manning, Fantasy Legends. Present Performers, Troy Polamalu. This time on the back, big guy, Mean Joe Green. Okay, 4,000 yard, Tom Brady. Well, that one looks nice. Okay. Anquan Bolden, 1,000 yarder, San Francisco 49ers. And these are serial number to 60 for the Houston Texans. And it's a team card. Anyway, serial numbered out of 60. Okay, 10 out of 60. Okay. Okay, so the final two cards. Larry Fitzgerald for the Cardinals. And then for the Jets, you got Brandon Marshall. Strange to see him out of a Bears uniform. Okay, let me get this stack out of the way. Oops, here we go. I probably couldn't do that again. Okay, box number 2, guys and gals. I thought I was going to have some museum this weekend. Got the case. It said ship 0. But when you look at my receipt, they charged me for it. So I got to find out what's up. But I got in more Supreme, Museum, More home team advantage, and I think I've got, oh, Inception. Let's see. Yeah, Inception. I just got Prism for this weekend too. So guys, I got some more stuff coming up. So just keep an eye on the eBay and on my Facebook page. We're up over 100 members, but still, the more we can get, the quicker we can fill this stuff and get some other exciting product. Carrie, I'm still negotiating with the guy, but I'm trying to get a 2012. Which product was that? 2012. I believe it was the Top Sterling or the Topps Inception, but I think it was or not Sterling, Supreme, I think it was. So it's a full case. So I'm just giving you a heads up because I know you're going to be drooling for that Andrew Luck. Okay, so starting off with box number 2. Same type of stuff. Let's see some good names. Got a gold creeping up. Okay, this time the gold is for the Seattle Seahawks. Mr. Marshawn Lynch. And that is an even 500 out of 2015. Fantasy Focus, Jimmy Graham, Seattle Seahawks. And then for the Steelers, Le'Veon Bell. Present performer, Colin Kaepernick for the 49ers. And then on the back, Steve Young. We got another Drew Brees, 4,000 yard club. So I'm seeing a lot of duplication already. Okay, for the Cowboys, Dez Bryant, 1,000 yard club. And then our first relic on this side, Devin Smith. So both our relics so far has been for the Jets. Okay, going back to our 60th anniversary for the Green Bay Packers. Eddie Lacy. We made a lot of sleeving, guys. I'm already up over 100 in this stack. For the Ravens, Joe Flacco. And it does look like all the parallels are just before all the base inserts. So I'll try and keep my eye on that. Okay, we got another buyback coming up too. This time it's the red emblem. If memory serves me correct, that's a lower serial number. And I forgot to take a look. That last buyback, I forgot to take a look, see if it was stamped on the back. I'll do that in just a minute. Okay, so this round, Demaryius Thomas, Fantasy Focus, Broncos. For the Bears, Matt Forte, Fantasy Legends. Okay, Le'Veon Bell, Pittsburgh Steelers, and then on the back, the bus, Jerome Bettis, just went to the Hall of Fame. Okay, Ryan Tannehill for the Dolphins, 4,000 yard, along with A.J. Green for the Bengals. Okay, out of 150, and there is a touch of white on the top corner. If you look right, can't really see it. If you look at the top corner, there you go. See it with my shirt right there on my shoulder? You'll see a touch of white up there. But anyway, out of 150, Bryce Petty autograph for the Jets. So far, this has been a Jets break. Okay, coming up is our 60th anniversary again. Another Joe Flacco for the Falcons. For the Falcons. I'm sorry, the next card's for the Falcons. That's what threw me off. Anyway, Joe Flacco's for the Ravens. It's just a bird. It don't matter. Anyway, this time it's Julio Jones. Yeah. I've noticed that, though, with tops. It seems like they're very streaky with about 2 or 3 teams, and then the others, it's just kind of sparse. It's like the strata. I was constantly pulling out like the Bengals, the Packers, the Chiefs. Just really streaky. Okay. Eddie Lacy, Fantasy Focus for the Packers. Another Fantasy Focus. This time it's Brett Favre, Fantasy Legends. Present performers. Peyton Manning. I would say guess, but I don't think anybody would have any issues with figuring this one out. John Elway for the Broncos. Matt Ryan, 4,000 yarder. And then we got Steve Smith for the 1,000 yard. And that one for the Ravens. Get that bad boy sleeved real quick. Oops. Large. Oh. Well, I'm not surprised. I know you've already been scoping all the Colts with the new product. Okay, I said I was going to check out that last one. Okay, so the John Hill buyback that I said was in rough condition, it is not stamped. Okay, so there is no serial number on that one. That one's got a black 60th anniversary on that one, though. This one here, it's got a red one. Okay. This one's got a red emblem. Harold Carmichael for the Eagles. But I am not seeing a serial number anywhere. So I guess the colors, I'm not sure if there's any significance to the colors for the buybacks or not. I have to do some more research. But again, this being the first case, I've got a lot to learn anyway. Okay. Okay. Winding down the pack. Sammy Watkins for the Bills, 60th. And then Jordy Nelson, Green Bay Packers. Oops. Oh, I'm speaking of getting stuff off of eBay. I'm negotiating with a guy now. That Bishop Sankey that I pulled about 2 weeks ago from the Panini Prism, the Black Finette auto. I'm negotiating, trying to get it back. I don't get a chance to pull too many ones at once, so not a huge rookie name, but it's a one of one auto, so I don't get those too much. 1390 out of 2015. That's New England Patriots. Okay, and that's the gold parallel. Fantasy Focus, Phillip Rivers, Chargers. Eli Manning, Fantasy Legends for the Giants. Okay, Tony Romo for the Cowboys. And then on the flip side, Emmitt Smith. Another Phillip Rivers. This is the 4,000 yarder. And then the 1,000 yarder for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Antonio Brown. We got another pink. Can we say Jets? Brandon Marshall for the Jets. And then 361 out of 499. Okay. Okay, for the Dolphins, Dan the Man Marino, 60th. And then from the same era, Jerry Rice for the 49ers. It'll go up tomorrow. I was going to try and do it tonight, but it took me longer to get back from the VA than planned. It's just by the time I got back, I basically had enough time to pick up the shipment, get everything loaded in the truck, and get back down here. So I didn't get a chance to list it tonight. So I'll list it tomorrow, and as soon as it fills up, we'll go ahead and bust the other half. Okay, starting back off with the Fantasy Focus again. Jamal Charles, Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, Houston Oilers, so this will go to the Texans. Warren Moon. Okay, present performers. Aaron Murray for the Chiefs. And then Len Dawson. Aaron Rodgers, 4,000 yard for the Packers. Jeremy Maclin for the Eagles, 1,000 yarder. Okay. Serial number 52 out of 60. Shaq Thompson, Carolina Panthers. Okay, flip these back around. Okay. So last two. Matt Forte for the Bears. And then Tevin Coleman. Oops. I'm sorry, I was looking at the back, so I was well, I'm all dyslexic. I'm sorry. Tevin Coleman for the Falcons. Good gracious. We still got a box and a half, and that's how many inserts we've got so far. Oh, boy. Oilers go to the Texans. It's the Houston Oilers, so it's going to Houston Texans. Yeah, true. Don't jinx yourself, but probably the rest of the hits will be Jets. Okay, almost looked like we had a second relic out of the box, but that wasn't the case. Okay, so finishing up box number 2, guys. Okay. Okay, another gold to 2015. Darrelle Revis for the Patriots. And it's 635 out of 2015. Demarius Thomas, Fantasy Focus for the Broncos. Okay, Earl Campbell. Okay, Fantasy Legends. For the Bears, Matt Forte. And then, I'm sorry, he was the present performer. So in the back of Matt Forte, you got Mr. Gale Sayers. Okay, for the 4,000 yard, Ben Roethlisberger, Steelers. Okay, Rob Gronkowski, 1,000 yard, Patriots. Okay, go back down here. Okay, 60th anniversary, Max Williams for the Ravens. I believe that's the second one that way. Oops. Did it again where I put the wrong stack. Yep. Okay, and then Eli Manning. And again, I'm pretty sure we pulled another one of these earlier. Okay. Okay, that one landed flat. Okay. What? Okay, cool. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. The guy's working on some other product for me, so that's what he was messaging me about. Okay, going back to the fantasy focus. And Jeremy Maclin for the Chiefs. Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers. Present performers, Ryan Tannehill. And then Dan Marino. Andrew Luck, 4,000 yard. Justin Forsett, Baltimore Ravens. Well, that's a decent buyback. Too bad it wasn't a couple of years earlier. Joe Montana, 49ers. Okay, nice 87 tops right there. Okay, guys, what I'm going to end up doing on that one, it's all the rookies. So I'm going to put that up into random. And then I'll just random all 32 teams. I'm not going to sit there and try and divide out. And what was it, probably about 60 rookies there. I'm not going to sit there and try and break it down. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to just randomize that against everybody. Just did that there. Set you there. Oops. Okay. TJ Yeldon for the Jaguars. And then Mr. Steve Young for the 49ers. Okay, our next gold. Again, these are out of 2015. DeMarco Murray, Philadelphia Eagles. Fantasy Focus. Texans, DeAndre Hopkins. For the Chargers, Antonio Gates. Present performers, Aaron Rodgers for the Green Bay Packers. And the flip side again, Brett Favre. I believe that's number 3 for tonight. Okay, another Tom Brady, 4,000 yard. I think that's the third one. Jamal Charles, Kansas City Chiefs. And then Tyron Smith for the Cowboys. Okay, and this one is $255 out of $499. Okay, we should be creeping up on another auto here shortly, guys. Dang it. Okay, that Max Williams landed flat. Okay, the 60th anniversary. This time it is Ben Roethlisberger for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then for the Falcons, Julio Jones. Okay, I think another buyback's coming up. Okay, another Jamal Charles for the Chiefs. For the Bills, Jim Kelly, old school right there. Present performers, Peyton Manning, and then John Elway, so another duplication. Another Matt Ryan, and another Deshaun Jackson. So I'm seeing a lot of duplication. Okay, this is not a buyback, but it is an auto. Vince Mayo for the Browns. Again, just like the other one, out of 250. So that should be our final auto for this box. Would not hurt my feelings to see another auto creep up. Okay. Got another one. So 2 of you be lucky, so it'll be the top 2. Okay. Another Ben Roethlisberger for the Steelers, and another T.J. Yeldon for the Jaguars. Okay, finish this box off. Okay, Drew Brees for the Saints. Fantasy Legends, Gale Sayers for the Bears. Steelers, Le'Veon Bell. Jerome Bettis, another dupe. Another Tannehill. This one's different. I think it's the first Marshawn Lynch that we pulled for the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, and our last 2 60th anniversary. Roger Staubach, Dallas Cowboys. That'd be a nice buyback to get, but no. I'd actually like to see his rookie come out. Sammy Coates for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It took me a while, but I finally got his rookie card probably about 10 years ago. I can find them easy enough. It just seems like every time I'd find them, they were just Roger Staubach's just chewed all the hell up. Okay, so final empty box right there. I'm going to move this stack of inserts. That's after 2 boxes, guys. So I'm going to have a lot of sleeving ahead of me later. Okay, starting off with box 3. And this will finish off the break for tonight. If you guys also, if you're not tracking, I've got a quarter case of Supreme ending tomorrow night. And I believe Sunday I've got more Supreme and Prism. And I got some other stuff that I'm going to be posting. I got everything in except for the museum, even though they charged me for it. So I had to email the distributor and ask him what the hell. Charged me for the product, and then on the invoice sheet it showed 0 on it. So we'll see. But I'm hoping to have some museum by next week. Okay, starting off with gold. Dwayne Allen, Colts, and that is 268 out of 215. 2015, I'm sorry. Manuel Sanders for the Broncos, Fantasy Focus, and then for the 49ers, Steve Young. Present performers for the Seahawks, that's Russell Wilson. And flip side of that one, Steve Largent. Another Phillip Rivers for the Chargers, and then Deshaun Jackson for the Redskins. Okay, we got another green parallel for the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's Bo Wallace. And that one is 174 out of 399. Okay. 60th anniversary, Aaron Rodgers. And then we got Richard Sherman for the Seattle Seahawks. Okay, going back to our next round. Fantasy Focus, Lamar Miller for the Dolphins. Okay, Steve Largent for the Seattle Seahawks. Jordy Nelson for the Packers. Flip side, Paul Hornig. Okay, 4,000 yarder, Ben Roethlisberger. Then 1,001, another Lamar Miller for the Dolphins. Okay, we got our next buyback. Okay, Philadelphia Eagles, Randy Logan. Okay, our third one of those. Okay. Okay, Earl Campbell. And then for the Broncos, Terrell Davis. Still feel bad about how quick his career was cut short. Ugh. Long week, guys. Okay. Fantasy Focus. Arian Foster. Pardon me. For the Bears, Matt Forte. Present performers, Amari Cooper. And then on the backside, Bo Jackson. Peyton Manning. And then Demaryius Thomas. The last two for the Broncos. Okay, we got a red buyback. This is the 82 record breaker for Fulton Walker. Okay, Miami Dolphins. That's a name I hadn't heard of in quite a while. I started collecting in the late 70s, so the 82s and 83s for both baseball and football was probably the biggest part of my collection, because that was about that time frame that the allowance was getting bigger, and I was going up there buying the little 10-cent packs. Some of these places used to sit there and say buy, 10 for $1 and stuff like that. Okay, Tony Dorsett, Cowboys. And then for the Lions, Matthew Stafford. I can't stop yawning. So it does look like it's going to keep the pattern of all parallels just before the inserts. Okay. Here we go. For the Raiders, Michael Rivera. And that is 427 out of 2015. Okay. Matt Forte for the Bears. For the Bills, Jim Kelly. Matthew Stafford for the Lions. Backside, Barry Sanders. Another Eli Manning. And then back to the Lions again, Calvin Johnson. Guys, I'm not seeing anything on this end, but I'm guessing that my chat's jacked up. It's been 20 minutes. Last thing I got was from Jeff Lasita saying, surprised it wasn't a Jets. So, if you guys typing, don't think that I'm ignoring you. I'm not seeing any chat. I'm not seeing any new chat, let's put it that way. But I have been noticing that I'm starting to talk to myself quite a bit. My doctor says it's good unless I start answering myself. Okay, Adrian Peterson, 60th anniversary. Okay, and that's in his Vikings uniform there. And then Calvin Johnson for the Lions. I hate this thing when it's... You know what I think it does? It starts getting up close to an hour and the thing just starts freezing up. Okay. Okay, this time Fantasy Focus for the Broncos, C.J. Anderson. And that is Tim Brown for the Raiders. Okay, present performers, Tony Romo. And Emmitt Smith backside. Aaron Rodgers for the Packers. I'm not even going to worry about flipping that anymore. It's just really common. We're starting to see a lot of duplication. I'll just show the front. You guys know that those performers has got an old school, new school on that, so I'm not going to worry about it. 1,000 yards. Odell Beckham for the Lions. It's the first one we pulled of his. Okay, DeMarco Murray, 60th anniversary. So the 60th anniversary has also got the autos on it. Okay, so the Eagles just picked up a hit. Flip. Okay, we're getting ready to open the second half of these packs. Okay, going back to the 60th anniversary, which are the last 2 cards of each pack. Tom Brady for the Patriots and another Le'Veon Bell for the Steelers. Oh, boy. I would ask if there's any thoughts. I've got a couple extra Supremes because of some personal breaks. But since I'm not seeing chat, I can't get no feedback from you guys. So I don't know. I think I'll just wait till tomorrow to see about popping those. Good news is I'm not seeing any signs of any redemption, so okay. Let's finish this up, guys, and we'll go from there. Okay. Starting off this side, Jordy Nelson for the Packers. For the Texans, Arian Foster. Okay, Des Bryant for the Cowboys. Ryan Tannehill, Dolphins. And another Odell Beckham. So now we just hit our first one, now we just got our second one. Okay, Red Ice, Robert Woods. That card is number 48 out of 60. Okay, so the Bills picked up a good parallel, or a lower numbered parallel anyway. Would have been better being that Watkins in that red, but hey, we got plenty of product left. Okay, T.Y. Hilton for the Colts. And then for the, hold on a second, I was rubbing something out of my eye and I couldn't quite catch the team. For the Titans, Dorial Green Beckham. Okay. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say I didn't see any hints of that relic, so I was starting to get worried. You guys have been quiet for over a half hour. I know you guys are probably chatting away, but on this end, I'm not seeing anything. So I apologize again for the technical issue with that. Okay, so our next gold parallel out of 2015. Mike Evans for the Buccaneers, $13.94. Alshon Jeffrey for the Bears. For the Raiders, Bo Jackson. Eddie Lacy for the Green Bay Packers. Matt Ryan, I think that's the 4th one. Okay, and then Matt Forte for the Bears. Okay, this first one I've seen on this one. Okay. This is one of the team cards. It says if the team shown on the front of this card wins Super Bowl 50 on February 7th, you win. Winners will receive the 60th anniversary gold parallel insert set. Up to 150 lucky winners will receive the exclusive sequentially numbered set containing 100 cards. All winners will be entered in the grand prize drawing for one complete autograph set. Okay. Now it says enter your code and play for a chance to win. I must be blind or it's in small fonts because I cannot see a code on here. So, but that's the first team card. And again, I these glasses are for long distance, so I can't see that small font. Right. Okay. 60th anniversary, Bo Jackson for the Raiders, and then Ryan Tannehill for the Dolphins. So this ended up being a much longer break than anticipated, considering it was only 3 boxes. But there's 50 cards per pack, so you have to understand that. Okay. Oh, they got minis in this one too. Okay, Fantasy Focus. DeMarco Murray for the Eagles. Emmitt Smith for the Cowboys. Alex Smith for the Chiefs. Ben Roethlisberger for the Steelers. And then Calvin Johnson for the Lions. The mini. Oh, that's nice too. Some nice clean auto. Actually, it's just initials. But anyway, Jalen Strong. Okay, and that's for the Texans. And then it's serial number, there you go, 47 out of 75. Okay. Another Julian Edelman. And then another Duke Johnson. I think it's going to be relatively easy to get these subsets completed. So whether you're a set builder or a team builder, they're going to be very plentiful. Okay. Next gold, Rolando McClain. And that's for the Cowboys. 1357 out of 2015. Okay, Teddy Bridgewater for the Vikings. Rob Gronkowski for the Patriots. Sammy Watkins for the Bills. Another Aaron Rodgers. And LaShawn McCoy for the Eagles. Okay. Our relic is just barely 3 colors. If you look to the left and the right there, it's Jeremy Langford for the Bears. Okay, 60th anniversary. Abdullah for the Lions. Grayson for the Saints, so it's new cards there. Okay. Get this bad boy sleeved real quick. Actually, bad boys, there's 2 of them. Okay, finish up the last part of the stack. Let's see, did we get 6 autos? Okay, so we already got the autos and all the relics, so the rest of it's just Mox Nick stuff. Garrett Grace and gold for the Saints. Okay, and that one is 1008 out of 2015. Andrew Luck for the Colts. Jordy Nelson for the Packers. Derek Carr for the Raiders. Stafford for the Lions. And Mr. Hill for the Bengals. Okay, another one of the pink cards. And it's Phillip Rivers for the Chargers. And that one is 244 out of 499. So again, a lot of inserts. Nothing huge out of this, but it wasn't bad. But at 1250, I think that's probably the right starting point on that. I don't know. Guess it depends on everybody else's thoughts. So Buccaneers, Mr. Jameis Winston, and then Tim Brown for the Raiders. Okay, guys, stick around. I'll set up the random for the rookies. But again, that stack alone is all the inserts. So I got a ton of stuff to sleeve. Probably about 300. Probably about 250 to 300 inserts. So give me just a hot moment. Let me set these up real quick. Just bear with me, guys. It just takes a little longer to get everything prepped. Okay, Jason, if you're still in the room, I'll look hard at your mess in just a second. I'm trying to set things up. Just give me just a hot moment.